Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my baked lasagna, which I haven't made in a couple of months being here. But this video is about buying a vehicle, getting your driver's license, LTO, license plates. So if you want to stick around for this one, you're more than welcome to. And if you don't, you can always pass on to someone else's videos and watch girls go up and down the beach. I, I am so rudely honest. So anyway, buying a vehicle. When I first came here over a year ago, I wanted an older vehicle, and I wanted to just literally, if it's something ran, just beat the crap out of it. And if it lasted a year, I'd be happy with it. And because I had all the construction going on in the house with tiles and cement and toilets, and it was endless. So I didn't need a brand new truck to get destroyed, right? So I went on the friendly Facebook page, and I thought the best truck that I could get and the price range of what I wanted to spend. So anyway, I met up with the gentleman. It was all there. Doesn't matter. It ran everything. So anyway, the next couple of days we sat down and we had it was a private sale. So we sat down and I gave him a deposit and everything else, and then paid for it. It wasn't that much. So I said to him, says, okay, so I got it. I noticed it needed a little bit of work, but if something majorly went wrong or it didn't work, give me 1 week's warranty, right? Yep, no problem. No problem, because he wanted the money. 3 days later, it wouldn't start, it wouldn't do anything. And I know a little bit about vehicles, so I tinkered around with the carburetor and everything else with the adjustment. And I didn't have a timing gun, so I couldn't do anything with the distributor. So anyway, with all this happening, the guy just disappeared. Totally disappeared. So I happened to find things on Facebook, because Facebook is Facebook. So then I started to call him out, what the hell's going on. So he finally came with his mechanic with one screwdriver and pliers. Took the distributor cap, the rotor, and because I tried to start it, I didn't have jumper cables, I didn't have another vehicle, so the battery was getting really low. So he took all that. Never heard from him. Ever. 3 weeks later, I found out he had a business, so I gave him a 1 star on his business. And all of a sudden, there's like, you can't give me a 1 star. I said, well, hey, welcome to the chat, eh? So I said, hey man, what's going on? He says, I'm not returning anything. I'm not going to return anything. So anyway, I tried to find his barangay manager, whatever, mayor of wherever. It's just a hassle. So I said, whatever. So I had a mechanic in our small town take it. Rotor was cracked. Everything else was cracked. The battery, they had a relay. They put everything in. So it was a couple thousand pesos. It was up and running. So in that meantime, I needed a vehicle. So I didn't want to spend the money, but I needed a vehicle. So that's why I have the Strata, 4-door, cab, everything else. So anyway, with the Pajero, with the mechanic who actually fixed it and had it running, and it was running really good, I said, you know what, turn around and sell it. Whatever you sell it for, I'll give you 10% or 10,000 pesos. So that's what happened. So if you're going to buy a vehicle here, don't buy it through an individual. The one that I bought, it was through like a used car dealership. It wasn't through anything. So yeah, everything was up and up. Switched all the paperwork. And of course, here in the Philippines, we don't have an ownership where you can just sign it and that's it, right? And again, with the license plate, whoever issues a license plate in the Philippines, the license plate stays with the vehicle. So I didn't have to do anything regarding the license plate. So with that, I drove it, had to do what I got to do. And within 6 months of being here, I can get a driver's license, go through the LTO. So after 6 months, I had my visa. I had to redo the visa, of course, to have it. I went to the LTO. You had to get like emissions test. It was something that they kind of started in Ontario, but it was a scam. It's all a scam, right? And then they had it for a couple of years in Vancouver, BC, out of a corporation out of California. But they don't have that anymore in BC because it was all a scam. So the one here, I had to get an emissions test. It was kind of funny. The guy plugged in the thing into the back, a muffler, turned off the motor, took a picture of him and his buddy, and that was it. The truck wasn't even running. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so I had to pay the emissions test, and then I had to pay for the hard copy license, and before that I had to go in and do a small physical eye test, like just minor stuff. It's just another 450 pesos or something I had to pay for that. So I went in with all the forms and went in, and they just issued me a driver's license, which is good until the end of this, until 2030 or something like that. So with that, I went in the same complex to get insurance, and I think it was like $113 for the whole year. So I got insurance, got plates. So that's what you got to do to get a vehicle. Go through a used car dealership, go through a dealership. But again, the only thing with the dealership, you don't have a license plate. So you have to wait a couple of months. I don't know, because I didn't do that way. So I'm telling you the truth. I don't know. I've heard about it. I don't know how long it is, but you drive away with I guess a temporary plate, and then whenever it comes in, you gotta. I don't know, because I don't know. So with buying a used through a used dealership, everything's done. Just do not buy nothing through a private person through Facebook, because what I went through is just, as soon as they get the money, they're gone. They don't care. And again, on a similar subject about that, there was I got a refrigerator and I bought some other stuff. Yeah, you pay for a warranty. 6 months later, something's wrong with it. I want a new one. No, that ain't gonna happen. No. When your money's gone here in the Philippines, it is gone. Warranty, nothing. You get a credit or something. Same thing when you go to a hardware store and the product is defective, you go back, okay, I want my money back from wherever. Here's my receipt and everything else. No. You get a credit. There is no money returned on any warranty, guaranteed anything here in the Philippines that I've ever seen. So just to forewarn you, don't even bother with the warranty, with the guarantee. Just buy it. If it breaks, whatever. It's just less hassle, and more money in your pocket, not there, because you're never going to get back. So anyway, thanks for hanging in to how to get a vehicle through LTO and everything else. So I think maybe the next one would be kind of maybe with the expats and the people who are living here. How do you get health insurance? So I think I'm going to probably do that. It'll probably be a short one because it's really simple. and I'll tell you who the company is and who I got it from and how much it is per year and everything else. So thanks again. Like, subscribe. Have yourselves a great weekend. I don't know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I have not a clue. So talk to you guys later.